All right, and we are live. Okay, so I need to tell you this. Okay, so I was at a Wendy's before I came home from work, right? And this dude was standing in front of it. And when I walked by him, he said it was something along the lines of, "You can't walk with the Lord and hold hands with the devil. Let that soak in your brain for a bit." And he was like
That's
really serious.
that's kind of hard to be
It,
honest.
it was, but also he scared the shit out of me.
Wait. Were you in the restaurant or were you outside?
He was standing like right outside the front door. It was very bizarre.
Okay, yeah,
Uh,
that's weird.
yeah, and I had to like, because he was just standing out there, and I didn't want to walk past him again. Um, instead, what I did was I kind of went out the back and I like slinked around the restaurant and just tried to get out there while he was looking down. And just hope that he didn't see me. And
Oh yeah, no.
luckily he didn't. It was a deeply strange experience.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
Also, hello, Cody. It's very good of you to join us. Uh, Also, I'm switching it up tonight. Instead of my usual drink, I am having Snoop Dogg's 19 Crimes Rosé.
Oh wait, he has a celebrity alcohol.
Yeah, he does. He has like a brand of wine, and he has. Uh, oh, hello, hello,
That's
Terry. Yes. Yeah, no. Snoop Dogg has. He has a brand of wine called 19 Crimes. But also there's a random one that just has Martha Stewart on it instead, which is extremely funny. Because the only crime she's ever done is tax evasion.
I think the reason why is because I think they went to high school together.
Oh yeah, that's strange. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've been seeing him at the my parents have been watching the Olympics, and he's just there and they cut to him a lot. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try some Snoop Dogg rosé. It's just really funny to see Snoop Dogg on like the gayest type of wine.
I heard Israel keeps losing in the Olympics and it brings me joy.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, the wine's really good though.
That's good.
Uh,
I don't really drink, so I wouldn't know. I sound quiet.
you sound quiet.
That's
Uh,
what Terry
okay,
says.
let me turn you up a bit on Discord then. Yeah. Okay. That's, I think it,
Hello.
oh, okay. I think you got closer to the, did you get closer to the microphone? Because you got way louder.
No.
Oh, huh. That's weird.
I
Okay.
mean, I've been holding it. I mean, I usually try to hold the mic when we're streaming so that I like sound clear.
Alright, let's try 90, 91%.
Hi, gay people.
Is that good, Terry? Better?
Terry says it's
Cool.
better.
Sweet. Alright. Uh, let's get into it. Let's break this fruitcake out of jail.
Yeah.
I saved a few times because I'm paranoid. Alright. Uh, the entrance hall of Diadem Castle is long rectangular. A long rectangular chamber filled with statues, paintings, and all manner of things. You're sure are meant to impress. Things you're sure are meant to impress foreign dignitaries. A large gold and white carpet cushions your feet. The guards are unbothered, though they seem quite curious as to your presence. Best not to linger. All right.
I think we should go to the guard barracks.
Meow. Hello, Moon. Do you want to go to the guard barracks? Okay.
That's Gavin. Yes, guard
Y'all.
barracks.
Hello, Gavin. All right. Let's see. The barracks lie nestled in the shade of Diadem Castle. Do we agree it was Diadem or Diadem? I think it was Diadem.
because I know diadem is like a type of crown, and I've always said, I think I've said diadem. I don't know. I feel like I've never really pronounced that word out loud. I always read it in like Final Fantasy. I know there's like a Final Fantasy item in
Yeah,
9 that's like a diadem. I don't know. I think it doesn't
I
matter.
do
I think
remember
it's
that.
diadem.
Diadem.
Diadem sounds nicer.
Let's go with that. Uh, the barracks lie nestled in the shade of Diadem Castle's tall towers, several stories high and built of solid structure. They are a relic of from some long gone era of internal strife within the Middle Kingdom. Once inside, you find it so is you find it is not exempt from the Midlands' aesthetic sensibilities. Compared to the guard dwellings you're used to seeing up north, the room is large, well furnished, and surprisingly ordered for the number of men it supports. At this hour, many a guard is between shafts and between shift, okay, not shafts. And the tables are aligned with men at ease. Some talk amongst each other, indulging in card games and banter. Others enjoy rations of cheese and bread alongside generous helpings of stew. Listen, I there's a lot of very fine men in this. My mind wandered. All right. Um. Now we must find Dor. Now we must find Dorwin, Lucas.
Hmm.
Is he here?
How should I know?
Oscar said he's had said he has been employed at the castle for a number of years.
Yes, and that makes him one name among hundreds. Am I to match name to face with every servant in my father's employ? It's simply not feasible.
I suppose not. We'll need another means to identify Dorwin. Kaitos, who has content studying his own, who has been content. Damn, I need to get back into the swing of reading. Uh, Kaitos, who has been content studying his shoes in silence up until now, attempts to offer thoughts. Actually, oh right, I forgot I'm a lot of these characters. Dorwin's just over there, man. D'Angela jabs a thumb towards the corner where a round, middle-aged man sits alone with his lunch. He eats from his bowl like an orc from a trough, hardly making a use of the spoon in hand. Kaitos' shoulders slack in disappointment. What? How did you ask someone while you guys were hung up on staffing? Right. Didn't really need to do that though.
Well, so much for discretion.
I think discretion left the building when the prince's convoy strolled into the barracks and started waffling about like it saw a pretty girl.
D'Angelo is a pretty girl.
He is. He is queen.
I'd queen out with him.
Uh, alright, Dora. Do you want to do Dorwin since you don't have a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
I'll do Dorwin.
characters?
Yeah, I'll just do all the other auxiliary characters
Yeah.
since you're doing a lot.
Hunkered behind his bowl, the man regards you with a cautious eye as you approach. Once that eye finds Kaitos, however, he relaxes.
I don't know what voice to give him. Oh, it's you. I don't know. I'm trying to do like a translate. It's like, oh, it's you, Viscount. He struggles to recall Kaitos' name. Cautiously hazards a guess. As
He tilts his head as if he weren't certain himself. Sure.
shame about all that treason business with your uncle. You and your mum have been missed here at the castle. Hold it. Kaitos, if you knew Dorwin, why didn't you just say so?
He looks at Lucas blankly. After a moment of consideration, he shrugs his shoulders.
Unbelievable.
He's just like, I've had it with this dum-dum. Dorwin furrows his brow. It seems like Lucas's statement has deepened with his curiosity, or perhaps confusion.
You were looking for me? Why?
His eyes flick to Kaitos as if expecting him to say something, but Kaitos says nothing, looking to you instead. Alright, we got, Prince Oscar misses your presence at your former post, or orders from up top, you've been reassigned.
Do the check.
Uh, yeah, no, this has been really interesting. Uh, I've been really enjoying it. It's very quality writing. Failure. You rolled 4 deception. Damn, that's like one of my better stats. Like one of my only good stats other than hair touch. Summon the most authoritative tone you can muster, you announce. You've been ordered to change post.
Yeah, by who?
Truth be told, you hadn't thought that far ahead, having placed your faith in the idea that your authority as right hand would go unquestioned. Perhaps if you take a firm stance and continue, you'll convince him yet. You are to resume guarding the prince immediately.
Am I? It's not what my schedule says.
You are.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Lost, you turned into Angelo, but his stifled snicker tells you that he hasn't any intention of salvaging your life for you. Kaitos does not deign to lend you a hand either, and Lucas looks upon you with a twinge of embarrassment. No.
Seems your friends don't either.
Your attempt at subterfuge has failed. Damn. Lucas is totally the Kim Kitsuragi of this game. That's the Asian guy that you call the twink in Disco Elysium. Even though he's probably like
Oh,
50.
okay.
Oh, I actually didn't read what that prompt said. Whoops. I'll figure it out through context. Prince Oscar wishes you to return to your former post as one of his personal guards.
His Highness wishes a great many things, eh? I suppose even a prince can't have it all.
Are you averse to this idea?
Well, 'tisn't exactly in me hands. I'm beholden to the schedule, yeah?
Oh, I think he's supposed to be like Scottish or something. Is like, isn't in me hands. I doubt that was not a Scottish accent. Don't judge me.
Lord knows.
Or maybe it's supposed to be like a pirate accent.
Why would he be a pirate if he's a guard?
Ah, fuck it. It's you don't know what he does in his off hours.
Okay.
The stout man gestures to a podium set upon the back wall where a beaten old book, presumably the aforementioned schedule, lays open for viewing.
Besides, I quite like my current post. Kitchen's easy work, smells wonderful, and best of all, when the prince goes missing, well, it isn't my fault. He chuckles.
You've no desire to return to your former post, then?
I'm a simple man. I like my bread with butter, and I like my work predictable.
Damn, this guy's boring as hell. But
Nice for
my
you.
12 perception prevails. Yeah, he's the type to just zone out during the workday and come home and play video games, which I say is boring, even though that's literally what I do. An interesting statement from a man who, until now, has been purportedly happy to flout the rules. Perhaps he simply needs an incentive. Okay,
Bribe him. He just won money from the game.
I did. I just won, like... How much did I win? I think I got, like... I got 25 gold. Might as well use it. I don't think I'm gonna get very many opportunities to use it later. And also, I think since perception worked, or deception worked, I think this should be guaranteed to work.
We'll never know.
Yes. Attempt to bribe him. Surely you'd reconsider for the right price. Carefully, you slip 5 guilder from your pocket beneath your palm. You slide the coin across the table towards Dorwin, who regards you as who regards your advancing hand with great interest. Surely there must be something capable of changing your mind.
Well, I've been charitable before, under the right circumstances.
Oh, hell yeah, I rolled my empathy roll past, even though I have very little.
Yeah.
The hushed tone in which he speaks confirms your assumption of a man no stranger to bribery. He snatches your guilder from your hand and his pocket, and pockets it with a rodent-like eagerness. 5 guilder must be a lot, considering, like, 2 royals and 1, like, duke was gambling with, like, 25. Because that seems like very little.
Maybe it's like $50. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Which, $50 still wouldn't be enough for me to risk committing a crime against the military, but what do I know? uh, I presume you've been compensated for your leniency in the past, correct?
Presumably I have, yeah.
And this past arrangement, the compensation is no longer worth the risk?
Was fine when I was only risking getting yelled at. Nowhere near worth losing my job for.
And that compensation was? Dorwin takes a minute uh, to weigh whether or not sharing the specifics disadvantages him. Eventually, he concludes that opaqueness is a waste of precious time, and cautiously, he shares the number.
10 per turn of the head. Sometimes 12 if he was going to be gone long.
So you'll need to do better than 10 Gilder. You imagine that shouldn't be difficult. Fuck it, we've all.
Yes.
Hopefully, there's not something really expensive later. I can offer you two times your original agreement plus another one half for a total of 25 Gilder.
Oh, that's more than agreeable. You do that, and I'll go blind and deaf whenever the prince asks it, right on command.
Pleased we could reach an understanding. Damn, it must be like you need like 1 Gilder for 1 Gilder could last you like maybe Gilders are like $100 bills or like just like a really high denomination, and that's just all we use.
Yeah.
It's like 1 Gilder could keep you going for like a month. With Dorwin's cooperation confirmed, your problem stands half solved. The matter of actually changing the schedule to reflect your agreement remains unaddressed. It seems Lucas is of the same mind. He leans over and mutters in a low voice.
That leaves the matter of the Oh wait, no, I did it in his voice. That leaves the matter of the schedule. Ah, haven't figured out that part out yet, eh?
No.
Oh, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it?
A little. Don't surprise your superior likes a greased fist too.
Don't even try it. The captain's blind as a bat and dumb as a post, but the man loves him some rules. He'd be right thrilled if you gave him a reason to run to the king. Regent with urgent news of a conspiracy to undermine your royal authority.
You gotta grease the fist so that it goes in easier.
That sounds like the captain I know, all right. Incompetent and insufferable.
I see. Despite your relief being spared another round of bargaining, you're now unsure of what you are to do instead. Take a quill and alter the schedule directly? Surely it couldn't be that simple. What do you suggest instead?
He shrugs. Go in with a pen and change it yourself. And that wouldn't arouse suspicion in a room full of guards? You underestimate how much a man thinks about work of his office shift. Long as it's okay, long as it's only one of you, not the whole pack, you'll be fine.
But then, who to send? I mean, I would.
D'Angelo, do daddy.
D'Angelo? Really? I would think that like Lucas, since he's royalty, people probably wouldn't like question him too much.
Well, but if D'Angelo's like a lieutenant general, then nobody's really questioning him.
That is true. They're like, oh, I guess he makes the schedule.
And I feel like if they were to figure out his ruse, I feel like the king would forgive him because he loves him so much.
Yeah. Also, I love Kaitos, but I don't. I think he'd fuck it up.
Nah, he'd fuck it up.
I think it's best if D'Angelo does. Me? His eyebrows shoot up. You're a man of military rank. No one would question your authority. Yeah, I'm not sure that follows. This is Diadem Castle's domestic guard. I'm in the King's Army proper. They're different. You know they're different, right? I am aware. I am also aware that Lieutenant General and Convoy Guard Captain are much higher stations than guard at the castle. I might have to turn the Hilux down.
Oh yeah, no, this is where the Hilux music gets intense.
Okay, let me just uh, let's just do Zelda ambient music and just hope that Nintendo doesn't fuck me
Do
up.
Final Fantasy ambient music.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Let's do it. Let's see if we can get like some Final Fantasy IX ambience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little much. Oh wait, no, this is just sounds not actually.
This is like the very beginning of part 9 when like Zidane by himself on the ship. Like
Yeah.
the very beginning.
Okay, this is just mostly ambient noise, I think.
I mean, it works.
It all says no music. I suppose it's a little foreboding, though, don't you think?
I guess.
Uh,
I think the Final Fantasy 9 tracks like you're gonna want are like, hold on, I can pull them up.
uh, hmm. I don't know.
Oh, do Vivi's theme.
Okay. I can just loop that.
Yeah, I think that kind of works for the scenario. And then
Uh,
yes,
okay.
it's like slightly mischievous and fun.
Alright, let's see. Where do we leave off? So is right hand. Do you think being right hand would make you less conspicuous? No? Well,
Say.
no, I should say
mean,
yes. I got confused. I am a dummy dumb. Yes, I do think it would make me less conspicuous. That's why you should do it. Yes. Exactly. See, wait, what? I said yes. Look, if you actually think that's how it works, and I don't believe for a minute that you actually do, then there's no reason you shouldn't do it yourself. I am quite tall. I'm told it's rather eye-catching. And I'm quite wide, and I'm told it's rather eye-catching. Damn.
yeah, fuck yeah, bro has a fat ass. I bet, real.
People are like, damn, what that ass do.
I'm people.
We're pretty equally unfit for the job here, Quincy. I disagree. That gets gold by me, but I'm still not doing it. It seems someone else will have to do it. We'll have to make the schedule modifications.
I feel like if we make Lucas do it, he'll bitch. Let's just have Kaitos do it.
Yeah. I'll have Kaitos do it. It should be Kaitos. Me?
Quintrell, you can't be serious. He's 8 feet tall and wears bright red. Whoa,
Wait,
these
what?
fuckers are
He's
8 feet tall?
He's 8 feet tall? I thought he was little.
I thought these people were like, I mean, I guess if they're like animals, I guess they're bigger than humans, but I thought these people were like human sized, but yeah, that's like Loki's Sonabel height.
Yeah, like I know that Lucas and Oscar were described as short, but like I thought that Kaitos would be a little doggy. This guy is a string bean.
Bro's taller than Terry. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean he's taller than almost every living human. Actually, every living human. I don't think there's anyone that's 8 feet. You draw your hand to your chin. When put like that, it sounds preposterous, but there is a method to your madness. Yes, and somehow he remains unassuming.
He opens his mouth to disagree, only to realize he does not. I think I understand what you mean. He's an eyesore, but he's so. He pauses to find the right word to find words. Forgettable.
Damn, what the fuck, Lucas? Everyone's
Hate
just
on
bullying it, yeah.
bro.
He didn't do anything to you. Hey.
Like that awful unicorn painting in the dining room. Huge and tasteless. But because you see it every day, it becomes ordinary and ceases to be worth your thought. I think this could actually work.
He snorts and crosses his arms. Terry says I could play tetherball with that motherfucker's head.
Oh my god,
You
real.
could. Uh, so it's settled. No? You want me to do something? You have to ask me, and you can't be an ass. Okay, attempt to ask him without
Okay,
being an
okay, I'm
ass.
not gonna lie, Kaidos is kind of being a bitch too, just like when we try to go into Oscar's room.
Okay, but like everyone's just being mean to him. I'd be kind of a bitch,
I don't know,
especially when I'm
I
putting
mean,
my ass
Kaidos
on the line.
gotta do that. Yeah, do that.
Well, I mean, I don't have any other options.
True.
What stat is this? Roll etiquette. Uh-oh.
Oh,
I etiquette is, I think, my lowest stat. Oh, fuck. Oh,
yay!
huge dub. 15 etiquette. I've got so much etiquette. Alright. I apologize if I contributed to your disrespect. I would be grateful if you would be the one to alter the schedule. He nods as he takes in your apology. He nods for several seconds. By the way, the music's not too loud, is it? Anyone in chat? I don't know. It sounds like everyone's heard it. Um, sure. I'll do it. Satisfied with your token apology, he does not wait further. Music is perfecto, good. He does not wait for further instruction before setting off across the room. Wait for his return. Oh no, you're good, Terry. You wait for Kaitos' return. You begin to suspect he's been missing longer than he should, and you're not the only one. Taking a while, isn't he?
Indeed. Perhaps trusting Azanath was not the best idea.
Damn. You can feel your the words unspoken, and trusting this duty to Kaitos was not only a bad idea, but your bad idea. You are beginning to second-guess your choice yourself when Kaitos reappears. Blotches of ink speckle the front of his shirt. Stun.
What the fuck did bro do? What the
Yeah.
hell? You look like you fought the inkwell and lost.
he spilled it when he was trying to pull out the feather from the side. He frowns for a moment as he parses Lucas's statement, putting the pieces together. He looks at his shirt, taking the fabric in his fingers. He pulls it taut to get a better view of the damage. Aww. Were your efforts a success? Sorry, what? Oh, Anya, you're next.
Oh, yeah, no. The schedule, Azanath.
Oh, yeah. Martin Darwin is posted to the conservatory Tuesday and Thursday. Martin. He repeats the name as if it tastes strange on his tongue. Wasn't expecting that one. Midland names are weird, man. It seems like you have secured another escape route for Prince Oscar, so long as no one realizes that your schedule has been tampered with. Alright, discard no. I mean, I think we should go through... that's probably gonna help. I doubt that the ink blot thing's gonna come back, but if it does get us caught, that'd be really funny. Alright,
Yeah.
only one more. Upstairs sitting room. Alright. Within the vast maze of halls and chambers that comprise the castle, it's impossible to deduce which room the sitting room adjacent from the High Sibyl's quarters could be. Thankfully, you don't have to. Lucas knows each wing and the corridor, and despite his plentiful complaints, he doesn't hesitate to take lead. You, D'Angelo, and Kaitos trail after him through the castle chapel, up a tight stairwell, and into a quiet corridor that rounds the perimeter of the chapel's high ceiling. Compared to the expanse of the rest of the castle, the chapel hall manages to feel private and remote. It is clear that his wing of the castle is seldom used by anyone other than the High Sibyl. The dragon bone within the sconces remain unlit, and the hall is empty, save for the thick, brothy scent that lingers in the air. You sniff, but you can't quite place what it is that you are smelling. Smells like good eating up here.
Good if you're a benthivore, perhaps. It's narwhal stew. Gam Gam's been tending a pot since before I was born.
Googling real quick. Fish that benthos are fish that prey on shellfish. Okay. Interesting.
Real. We love
Uh,
vocabulary.
yes. I'm sorry, it's my habit to look up a word if I don't recognize it. My reading lexile is very high. A southern cuisine that would explain why the scent was so foreign. Benthivore? It refers to fish and invertebrates which feed on the seafloor. Well, that's not the
Oh, they're about to
definition I
say
read.
anyway.
Yeah. Oh. He is using a metaphor to express distaste for the dish. Benthivores tend to be scavengers. No, I got that part. Just, man, where do you guys get all these crazy words?
Books, D'Angelo. Now that we've solved that little mystery, let's focus on the matter at hand, shall we?
He is a himbo.
It's okay. Community polls are often himbos.
uh, the door at the end of the hall opens to reveal a room so strangely decadent, or discordant, that for a moment you wonder if you've somehow left the castle and ended up elsewhere. The chapel sitting room is bereft of the castle's brilliant white and gold decor. Instead, it is furnished with dark wood and upholsters in velvety blacks. In place of unicorns and historic family portraits, the wall is paneled with countless muddy oil paintings, their subjects as indistinct and blotchy as they are dark. The only thing that lights the room is the smallest bit of afternoon sun filtering through the aforementioned window. Lucas pushes past you. He sprawls on one of the lounge seats without hesitation and rests his heels upon the table, as if this were any other room in the castle.
Go on then. Make your investigation. He gestures towards the window.
Right. That is what you are here for, and yet the room begs other questions that tempt your curiosity. Looks like, I think that one's, yeah, that would end this, so let's look at the oil paintings. On closer inspection, the dirty, indeterminate shapes of the oil paintings reveal themselves to be carefully crafted landscapes, on a much smaller scale than you are used to seeing. Sunlight dapples the leaf litter on the forest floor, glittering water trickles through the pebbles on a riverbank, dutiful ants march across the lonesome wastes, worms and centipedes squirm. Each piece is an intimate, faithful portrait of the ground drawn by the loving hand of an artist. They are beautiful. They remind you of the times you've been buried alive. Oh, that's right, because I can die and come back. You think at a certain point, have like a note on you that's like, hey, don't, I'll be back in a little bit. Examine the table. A number of objects both strange and mundane rest on the table. A dense tome which appears to be written entirely in Atlantean, a table ornament fashioned with two small ivory tusks, an overly ornate ashtray lined with little narwhals, and of course, Lucas's feet, resting where they almost certainly do not belong.
Shouldn't you be looking at a window?
I was simply examining my surroundings first.
And?
They are strange. I suppose I expected High Sybil's sitting room to look a little more...
What? Holy?
Yes.
This is our home, Quintrell, not a convent.
Right. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to see,
Baku tusks and an Atlantean tome on a holy woman's table?
yes, the Baku tusks. Anyways, the Atlantean tome is hardly a surprise.
He scoffs. It would be if you stopped to read the title.
Damn, he's he thinks that anyone who's not reading 24/7 is a dumbass.
Bro says, where do you work out? The library.
He does, literally, he does. Prompted, you pause to take it in. Your capability to read the script has diminished since you left the Verma, but you can still make out the general idea. The title is simple enough. That means life. And the subtitle, it's longer. It reads, The Architect's Unforgivable Crime. Or the architect's unforgivable crime? Oh. Why would the High Sibyl own such a tome? Why would the High Sibyl of the Church, Saros, own such a tome? Lucas glances at the cover, then back to you. A silence follows, but you aren't entirely sure why.
I don't know, Quintrell. Maybe she likes to read.
It seems blasphemous?
For the layman, yes, but she's the highest of clergy. She can do whatever it is she wants. She's earned the holy responsibility.
Where did she get Baku tusks? Where did the Baku tusks come from?
I've mentioned Fig about 1,000 times.
He has, but it is difficult to commit Fig to memory. Its whole existence is so bizarre that every time Lucas discovers an anecdote about the beast, you struggle not to write it off as a dream. After all, why on earth would the head of the clergy own something as indulgent and ill-advised as a massive exotic animal? Why would she keep it in her home, and in Andemir's castle? Why doesn't the idea disturb anyone else? You suspect a part of you will continue to disbelieve that Fig the Baku is real until you see it with your own eyes. You lean down, giving the tusks a closer look. They're smaller than I expected.
There's baby teeth or something. If Gam Gam doesn't send the tusks down, they'll grow out longer than your arm.
Oh. Isn't it against the testament for a holy woman to smoke?
Why is Quintrell so fucking nosy? Damn.
I know. I mean, I am choosing to pick these options. I could have sworn smoking was forbidden to the clergy.
Not exactly. Technically, the testaments say clergy mustn't enjoy such vices. You could smoke and drink as much as you please, so long as you're not enjoying it.
I don't understand faith.
Neither do I.
Damn, enlightened atheists, both of us.
Yes.
They got straight up Catholic guilt, except it's Catholic guilt that where you just keep doing the things. Which, I guess that's just what Catholic guilt kinda is. You can drink, but you better thank God for the opportunity of letting you live long enough to do it, you lowly worm.
Is drinking against the Bible?
I don't... No, not really.
Okay.
In excess it is.
Because I know drinking
But I mean,
is
Jesus literally turned water into wine and made wine the symbol of his blood, so it can't be, like, entirely against it. He wouldn't make something sinful. There is but one window in this room. It lies off to one cramped corner, leaving the balance of the room off-kilter. You deduce this is likely the reason it has become left to the High Sibyl's personal use rather than utilized for guests. If the curtains are closed, the room is dark, yet if one were open, then the window could only hope to light a small sliver of the room, a terrible misstep in architecture. You take one edge of the heavy curtain and peel it back. The daylight you unleash is blinding. When your eyes adjust to the light, you see before you a window, just as you had expected. It looks large enough for a man to crawl through, at least one of Prince Oscar's stature anyways. You reach for the lever and give it a tug. Hey, is it just me, or are these paintings of the ground?
Oh yes, the dirt paintings. I'm told they were my grandmother's work. Realizing clarification is in order, he adds, Queen Celia, I mean. Gam Gam adores them. Can't say I see the appeal.
No matter how firm your hand, the window's handle refuses to release the latch. Perhaps you are meant to twist it in the opposite direction? Sentimental reasons?
Who knows? I try to avoid asking about them. There's only so much time I'm willing to waste conjuring talk of ground-bound lichens and the subtle interplay between the shades of mummy brown and burnt sienna.
You know, I kinda like them. Altogether, it's a series about, like, the secret world right under our shoes. Makes you think.
Bruh. Maybe it makes you think.
Damn. Yeah, it does. That's what I just said.
What a
It-
fucking clapback.
Damn.
Okay.
He's like the type of person. Lucas is the person where if you tell him that you enjoyed a movie, he'll be like, actually, it's overrated and shitty, and let me tell you why. I knew a person like that. It was insufferable.
Oh.
uh, Whether you push, pull, or twist, the lever which purportedly opens the window resists your every move. You begin to question your competency, as does Lucas.
Is everything alright over there, Quintrell?
Yes.
Oh, say no.
Oh wait. Oh fuck! It's too late. Well, it's too late. I've already fucked up.
It's okay.
You can make the next decision. Uh,
It's okay.
You cannot bear to admit defeat on tests so simple. There is a piece to this puzzle you are missing. There must be. Surely you are on the verge of discovery. All you need to need is a little more time to unravel the mystery of the stubborn window. Glancing over your shoulder, you open your mouth to reassure your companions that everything is under control. When suddenly, Lucas stiffens and cocks his head towards the door like a rabbit hearing a twig snapped in the forest. Before you can ask what perturbs him, you catch the sound of footsteps echoing up the stairwell. Outside the room falls silence. The murmur of your voices follow a man and a woman. Well, I mean, I feel like if we were... Even if I said no, they came in right away, so maybe it would have been the same.
Yes. Also, I think this dialogue might get a little more serious. If you wanted to choose like danger in the forest, I think that's kind of a bit more foreboding.
Alright, let me,
At least I think danger in the forest is a little more foreboding.
Danger in the Forest, FF9.
Yeah. Okay. This is kind of like a little less jaunty, I think. Also, I guess this is all me because it's the two characters. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was doing. I feel like I was going for like Ian McKellen Magneto with him. Oh, come now, Gam Gam. Hi, I forgot what voice I did for Hi, Sybil. Oh, yeah, damn, that's the same voice, Loki. I don't know. Hi, no. I forgot what voice I did. I'm gonna have to go back. She's like, Hi, Sybil. I'm not your grandmother, Alexander. Right. Hi, Sybil.
The four of you sit in silence as the footsteps draw nearer, before turning into the room adjacent to you. The click of the door latching behind them echoes from the hall, and immediately Lucas is on his feet and making his way towards the shared wall. He shoves past Angelo and presses his ear between the two paintings with such procedure that he must have eavesdropped here countless times before. His compulsion to listen in on the High Sibyl's conversations with the King Regent is contagious, and you and your companions find yourself pressing your heads to the papered wall. Press your ear to the wall and listen. Oh, that's my best stat. Hell yeah, hair touch 15. With some trial and error, you manage to align your ear with what you assume must be a gap in the underlying stone brick wall. The wall muffles the volume of the conversation, but you are surprised to find that their speech carries perfectly clear otherwise.
That boy is going to be the death of me, or himself. I've had him under lock and key for what? 2 weeks? 3? Darling, do try to think of it from his perspective. Poor fool must be bored out of his mind. I guess she's British. I know. I'm just no good at this sort of thing. Amalfi always handled these problems. I'm only a man, Anka. I can't be a father and a mother and King of Vester all at once. Yes. You struggle handling just the two as it is. Exactly. That's why I'm so grateful that the boys have you. Out with it, Alex. What is it that you want? I need you to talk some sense into him. He listens to you. Oh, if only. He needs to understand that he must stay put until justice has been served and Claudius is dead, and he hesitates. It is not hard. It is hard on all of us. But perhaps the lockup will do good for him. Give him time to reflect. Maybe realize his actions have consequences. Oscar knows very well what he risks. You and I may disagree with how much he conducts himself, but he is hardly naive to the burden he. Pardon, his actions. None of this would have happened if he hadn't humiliated Annette in public.
The High Sibyl makes incredulous bark of laughter, appalled.
You cannot be serious. Annette is a nice girl. She would have been a fine wife. The Andemirs and Daeners have married since the dawn of the kingdom. No one would object to such a union. Oscar did. He can't keep pretending to find fault in every Midland mistress he meets so he can dilly with foreign mistresses. There is no loophole in the wall that will let him play town bull forever. He hisses through his teeth. The Middle Kingdom cannot wait for this rebellious phase of his end. Oh dear.
The High Sibyl pauses. When she resumes, she takes a gentle tone of you strain to hear, and delivers to the King Regent a reality he does not wish to hear.
The boy is 26 this year. That's no phase, darling. That's his personality. Oh, architect. And Lucas, is he going to be like that forever too?
Lucas's pale eyes widen, his entire body tenses. He dares not even breathe for fear of missing the next word. You keep your ear to the wall. Daddy's like, it's just a phase. My boys aren't.
Aren't hoes.
Yeah, my boys aren't hoes like that.
He has thoughts. He has thoughts, son, and other autistic son.
Yes.
I think Lucas has made great strides in recent years. He's shaping up to be quite respectable. He challenged my law in court, Honka. Yes, and he won. You should be proud.
Damn.
I feel like I'm giving way too youthful of a voice to this presumably grandmother, but I don't know.
You know, some people's voices don't age.
I feel like if I try to lower my voice, it's gonna sound like the dad, but we can keep going.
I mean, maybe if you made it just scratchier. The prince remains still, awaiting his father's response, but the King Regent offers neither condemnation or praise for Lucas's triumph. Instead, he only groans, exhausted.
Look, darling, I'll mind Oscar. I've already seen to it that the windows on his floor have all been sealed as you asked. That's one less crack for him to slip through,
Your shoulders slack in relief. That explains your sudden inability to operate a simple lever.
You focus on finding Claudius. Bring him to justice.
The High Sibyl's gentle coos appear to appease the King Regent, at least for the time being. He clears his throat and gives tired thanks.
Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get myself in order. I am due to meet with some bricklayer or something of the sort soon, to discuss sealing up the tunnel beneath the cellar. I'll speak with Oscar about his confinement, but in return I must ask of you a small favor, dear. I sent the gilder to St. Alistair's the other morning. Oh, I'm aware. The Church of Saros is most grateful for your donation, but I'm afraid I have another request. Another beleaguered breath passes loudly through the King Regent's nostril. Make your price known, Anka. Don't you dare tell Oscar you blame him for this. You think he should have married your brother's daughter? Fine. You are entitled to your feelings, as we all are by the grace of the architect. But be a dear and keep that to yourself. The boy has enough on his mind already. Right. And let's say, hypothetically, I already had? Well, hypothetically speaking, I would be quite cross with you. And just so I'm clear on the matter, when extending cross, well, when measuring cross is quite worse than rather. Is that what it says?
Yeah. Wait.
When measuring cross is quite worse than rather.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Oh,
no,
she
I
said
understand.
rather
I
cross
understand.
instead of quite. You hear the click of the latch, followed by the soft creak of the High Sibyl's door.
I suppose you'll just have to find out, hypothetically. Now we've both got work to do, dear. Out.
King... King Regent Amadir mutters something you cannot parse, but the footsteps in the hall tell you he leaves as he was asked. You and your companions lean away from the wall, but Lucas stays as he is until the door to the High Sibyl's swings shut and High Sibyl's footsteps ring in the stairwell. He snorts, peeling his cheek from the wallpaper with a scowl as he is stuck to it by accident. D'Angelo scratches the back of his head and furrows his brow. Huh, so that's why Lord Daynor tried to off him.
Didn't you know? You couldn't escape the gossip they were printing down here.
Nah, I guess we missed the dirty details with all the traveling we were doing. Midland's really living up to its reputation, huh? So is Annette, is that the girl that I was writing to at the beginning?
I forgot.
I guess I could check
think.
the codex.
I think so.
I checked the codex.
No, that's Rhea.
Right. Okay, so that is one that we don't know.
I guess no dark fantasy story is complete without incest.
Yes.
I think you have to scroll down.
Keeping it in the family. Oh, right. Lucas's face flushes red once more. He sputters and stammers for a moment before managing to choke out a pained defense of his homeland.
It's not the Midland. It's us. The Endemers are in our ilk. This is perhaps the one thing my brother and I see eye to eye on.
Why does Midland nobility marry so closely within family lines? That shouldn't be weird in this kind of setting. It happens literally all the time, and in real life. A question has been clawing at your mind throughout. You suspect it inappropriate to ask, but forgive me for asking, but why does Midland nobility usurp to say something more tactful than practice line breeding, marry so closely within its own line?
We carry the blood of the architect.
Don't we all?
You don't understand, Quintrell. Southern nobility marry commoners. Northern nobility marries southern nobility. Marrying with either dilutes the Middle Kingdom's blessed blood.
Damn, gotta keep that bloodline pure until you have the holy club feet. Right, you've heard this line of thought before. A fearful holdover from the ages past before the heritable nature of mirror was better understood by science. Modern evidence tells us that the blood of the architect is a dominant trait. South wouldn't have any mirror users left if it wasn't. Yeah, anyone who's got one parent who can do mirror too.
I know that, but...
His glaze drops to the floor.
He's glazing the others.
He's glazing them. I forgot what that means. I know you explained it to me.
It means like you're kind of like buttering someone up.
Oh, okay. He's definitely not doing that. I don't think Lucas is capable.
Reasons can't convince the unreasonable. The Andemers, the Daynors, the Deluxes, the Celuses, the Guillermines, all the central families. This is a truth they've told one another for generations, and they are not willing to entertain anything to the contrary. We're never making it out of the Dark Ages. At the end of time, the last Endermer will die betrothed to his cousin.
Damn, imagine being ruled over by a class of people that will maintain the status quo despite all evidence to the literally anything else being better. Couldn't be everywhere. And the dude in this dark room, draped in funerary blacks and standing against a large painting of unperturbed earth and moist, writhing worms, Lucas talks of death feel unpleasantly tangible. D'Angelo lets out a sharp whistle, as if provoked by the dour atmosphere. He lets loose a thoroughly unwanted joke. Glad nobility that's invested in me tying the knot with the Lord's Tabenka, or with Lord Tabenka. The levity is not appreciated.
Make a joke of it as you wish, but know that's my life that you laugh at.
Sorry, man, that wasn't gold on me. No, it wasn't. Silver. Silver? I don't know it. Won't happen again.
I don't care. Also, Terry said a kind of raw line, to be honest. I think he was talking about when at the end of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Lucas excuses himself from the sitting room, not wishing to be left behind. You follow. Alright. Now we break out the snooty boy. And you're searching to inform Oscar of your findings.
Oh.
Alright, there we go. We're done here.
Wait. Before you go running off to Oscar, you should ask the rest of the convoy their opinion. Think about it. There's nothing forcing you to tell Oscar what you found. There's others that would be interested in the knowledge of the castle's security failings. We already wasted most of our day here. An extra few minutes to consider sober second thought won't kill you.
No, it won't, you suppose. Doing so would at least assuage Lucas's obsession with investigating all moral possibilities. Allow him to lead to the sitting room where your companions await. Some animate upon your long-awaited return, but most of your companions lay listlessly about on various pieces of furniture. You must have been quite bored in your absence. There are a lot of lolling heads. It takes only a few minutes to relay your findings. Slowly they speak up one by one. Yay, women are back. Lucas would prefer I don't deliver my findings to Oscar.
So, do it or don't do it. I would just finish what I started, but I'm not your boss.
All men exceptionally break their word, but each transgression is a price you pay in repute. You've made a promise. Why renege now? Renege? Okay. Lord knows.
Yeah, the writers have a very, very strong vocab. there's a lot of 10-point words in here. Yeah, why even do all this and get his hopes up in the first place? Because it's a bad idea? He scratches his cheek. I've been thinking, Quinn. I know I was running around and helping you, but it just doesn't sit right with me. The only thing to be gained in indulging Oscar is the King Regent's anger.
Stop dick riding. Damn, D'Angelo. I don't know. D'Angelo's kind of dick riding the king right now. I think you should start dick riding me.
He did, yeah.
Precisely. And Gamge, the High Sibyl spotted us twice.
Just tell the King Regent. Can't imagine he'd be anything but grateful for a list of all the places he didn't think to escape proof. Damn.
No,
damn,
don't be a snitch,
snitch.
Daddy. Don't do that.
Damn,
wow.
D'Angelo.
Wow. D'Angelo, like, low-key a cop. Like,
kind of a bootlicker. I mean, he is a kind of literally a royal guard, so yeah, he is a cop.
No, you should quit and then just become my housemaid, house husband.
Yeah.
No, not my father. Knowing him, he'd seal off one exit and unwittingly open another. He should go to the High Sibyl.
Sure, whatever. I don't care, so long as someone's told about what the prince is up to.
So, is it your decision, Quintrell? Think on it.
absolutely
I'm
busting.
finishing what I started. But like, I don't know. What if Oscar's secretly evil?
I mean, we don't know that. We don't have reason to believe that he's anything but snooty
That's true.
and
I
mischievous.
guess.
And
I
also,
just don't want.
they want to force him to do incest, so I think we should break him out.
Listen, I just don't want to upset Daddy D'Angelo. I
Just
don't
listen,
like.
even if he's like be a snitch ass, be a punk ass snitch. No, I don't care. I don't care what I don't care what he says. I'm finishing what I started.
Negative relationship point.
Yeah. Hey, listen, they said it was my decision, and Lucas is the prince, so that means that it's the highest authority here. I made my promise. I'm headed to the conservatory.
Well, it was at least worth a try.
Fine, Quinn. Do what you want. You're the right hand. I'm gonna go take a leak. Damn. Anya will hold it for you. With a heaving sigh, D'Angelo gets off his feet and stretches. He shuffles past you out of the sitting room. We've been considerably thirstier on this stream than we did than we were in the last one.
That's because there's more. I don't know. There's more D'Angelo.
Yeah.
And
Wait.
like the last time he was talking, he was talking about doing war crimes. I can't condone that.
That is very true. I think you might have to accept that he's going on your list of morally questionable men that you thirst for.
That's okay. You know, I feel like he's better than Omni-Man because at least he hasn't killed like planets wide worth of people.
I mean, he's not capable of it.
Yeah.
Alright. Wait, are we all going? Or...
Of course not. Just Quintrell and I. The guards would have fit otherwise.
Oh, okay. Damn. it's just like old times, just me and Lucas on an adventure.
Yes.
It's great. The only other person that we get to hang out with is the biggest bitch in the universe.
Yes.
Go inform Oscar of your findings. The crown's prince is occupied with trimming trimming wilted heads from one of his rose bushes. With the tea table removed, the conservatory looks even more an idyllic garden. I was Oscar. Hello again, Quintrell. He takes a moment to finish the last few snips, then sets his scissors down and folds his hands. I suspect the news is good, given the expression about my brother's face.
You're lucky I didn't go to Gam Gam.
Yes, you very well could have, but you didn't. Perhaps I should thank you.
Ugh.
So, do tell me, Quintrell, the suspense is almost too much. I found a few routes to the castle exterior. I searched the castle thoroughly. I was able to find a few exits to the castle exterior. Location by location, you brief Oscar on your eventful afternoon. You recount the fruitless endeavors in gathering greats in the Hall of Kings, being trapped in a game of Kriegspiel with a none the wiser knowing king regent, and horsing on the High Sybil sitting room window goes by quickly. You know what I'm realizing is that this is like Final Fantasy IX. The opening is us breaking a prince instead of a princess out of their castle.
Real. Yeah, that's true, I guess. I think there's just generally a lot less moving parts, though.
Yeah. Were you able to locate God Dorwin? I don't suppose he's agreed to grace me with his presence, has he? He will, but only on the condition that you pay 25 guilder per turn of the head, as he puts it. Oh, okay, so he's paying the guilder, not me. Then there was the matter of altering the guard's schedule. Kaitos conducted that. It took him a while. I think he did a careful job of it. Bravo! He gives you some light applause, and executed with such aplomb. I do think it will take some time for anyone to notice Darwin's whereabouts, and I don't suppose any of your companions were able to provide any truthful suggestions. Asenath accompanied us. He said he'd seen something in the courtyard. Viscount Asenath knows the castle well enough. He used to conduct business here. He's useful company to have.
Useful. Oh yes, so very useful, walking us in circles in the courtyard like a confused dog. Did you know it was him who broke that damned window? He threw a rock to get your attention.
He threw a rock and was holding up a boombox. Was that him? What an odd thing to do. The statue he was familiar with scaling had been replaced, but there is a perfectly scalable manticore in its place. Ah, the one with the arched tail, yes? That'll do nicely. Wonderful detective work. Is that the whole of your venture? It most certainly isn't. There's but one thing you haven't mentioned that you'd been dreading broaching. The Prince's chambers. You actually hadn't found anything, at least anything in relation to the quest, to his request. Perhaps he needn't know about your trespass at all. No, we don't gotta tell him nothing.
We ain't gotta tell him. He shakes his head no, almost impeccably.
Alright. Actually, can I see my stats?
I think if you go to party.
What was my...
Do the right arrow.
Right. My deception's okay. Alright, let's roll for it. Nothing,
Yes.
That was everything. Success! Oh, I just thought but we really already discussed that one. Excuse me for getting a bit muddled. No harm done. The castle has many rooms. Is that all? That is all. Your thoroughness is most greatly appreciated. I wouldn't have thought to look in so many a place. Should my father or the High Sybil discover one exit, I'll still have another. It'll be a while yet before they discover how I'm giving them the slip. You've done quite the satisfactory job. I offer my sincerest gratitude.
There's still the matter of compensation.
Now give me money. I've done as you asked. Now we discuss compensation. I was getting there. Patience is a virtue, Duke Barger.
We've been more than patient with you.
I wish to discuss the matter with Quintrella alone. Do you mind lending us some privacy, Lucas?
I beg your pardon? I also had to dedicate to an otherwise would-be productive afternoon to this venture. Why should I not be here?
I'm asking you politely. Please don't make me resort to other measures. Why, I could tell Quintrell about the time when you were a boy, when you tore your...
Architect, fine. I'm going. He'll tell you whatever you told him later anyway. He'll tell me whatever you told him later anyway.
What did he mean by that?
He tore his underwear. I don't know.
God, that happened when I was in middle school. That happened to one of my friends. Like, they'll lean over and straight up just pants fully ripped in the butt.
The SpongeBob ripped pants song. I don't think that's ever happened to anyone I know before.
It literally happened. Luckily, he was my funny friend, so he could pull it off. With a parting sneer, Lucas stalks his way to the conservatory's exit. The glass rattles in its panes as he slams the door. You can see through the roses that he made a point to turn his back to face you. Oscar leans in closer. Would it not look suspicious if one of the guards were to see through the glass? Me handing you a fat coin purse? I cannot recompense you here. We should meet somewhere more discreet. Outside even the castle walls, there's a certain gentleman's club I enjoy frequently in the tall quarter. Come alone and come discreetly. It's at the back of the bakery on Rue Saint Alistair. I'll even buy you a drink.
Oh my god, bro. This was all just a fucking ploy to go on a date with this man.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like, low-key. Well, I don't think that's actually what's going on, but I mean, damn.
Yeah, no, this is
Could
probably
you imagine?
no, this is probably just a ploy to get me into another one of his schemes. Let's see. Isn't the tail quarter unsavory? Why can't Lucas come? Sounds a great place for the prince to frequent. What were you about to say about Lucas as a child? I'm getting to that. No, yeah, this is top prio. What was that about young Lucas? I'm so sorry. It's so funny. But I can't tell you. He did it as I asked and I left. That would destabilize the whole pretense of using embarrassing childhood stories for leverage.
What a bitch.
Damn. He does kind of have a point, though. It's like, you know, like Somali pirates, whenever they hold someone ransom, when you pay it, they keep to their word and they release the person, because if they didn't, no one would pay the ransom. I see. You don't. Okay, let's just go down the list. Isn't the tail quarter unsavory? This is gonna be my losing my voice section. Is the tail quarter not considered unsavory? Is it safe? If you'll recall, the location I was fired upon was the safe, well-guarded horn quarter. I think it's as safe as any other. Diadem's commoners are trying to live their lives and provide for their household, from the night soilmen in the tail quarter to the rich southern merchants studying the main quarter. That's one of the few things my brother and I agree on. Again, I can handle myself outside the castle. You needn't worry about me. Alright. Why can't Lucas come? Can I not bring Lucas? No, good Elysium, no. I ask you not out of distaste for my brother, nor to disinclude him, or not out of distaste for my brother, nor to disinclude him, but for the purpose of maintaining subtlety, which he has not an ounce of.
Yeah, that's real. But also, like, I don't know.
Bro's got
Judging
no
from
tact.
like this, but judging from this, you kind of don't really have subtlety either, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Oscar doesn't really need to. The only people he's talking to is his brother and me.
That's true.
Sounds a great place for a prince to frequent. A club in the tail quarter is a strange place for the prince to frequent. Who said anything about it being a prince who frequents it? Alright, we'll meet then.
Yeah.
Very well. I'll see you then. Wonderful. You're dismissed. It's best you don't keep my brother waiting, lest he melt from the indignity of disinclusion. Though I ask you don't tell Lucas about our little rendezvous. You may tell him we were discussing just about everything else. Something embarrassing about me will please him just fine.
Is this the end?
Quest updated in the mission grand. Let's see.
Well, what did he want? And moreover, did he pay you?
He wants me to meet with him alone at the
I feel
tail
like
quarter.
this is on you. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not morally wrong either way.
I mean, I usually like to go for the ones with the rolls because I think it's interesting to have a pass fail.
Yeah.
Also, if we tell Lucas, you know he's gonna be a real asshole about it.
That's true.
And my perception is high. Fuck.
Law.
He needed advice about blending in as a commoner while he's out.
I'm not stupid, Quintrell. Whatever he had to say was about me, was it not? What did he say? Actually, I don't even really want to know, especially if you felt the need to lie about it. Did he pay you at least?
Okay, well, we failed successfully. At the very
Yeah.
least. Not yet. It was just too suspicious in view of the guards' conservatory glass. He'll be sending a pigeon shortly, I believe. Gather your companions and take your leave. It's taking a little bit to load.
Thank Elysium, that's over. Another minute spent in service to Oscar and I would have lost my mind. You better make this worth our time, Quintrell, or I'll never forgive you.
You remain quiet, only nodding in response. This detour has expended the convoy's valuable time, and perhaps worse, sacrificed much of Lucas's patience. 2 resources precious little supply. You've no intention to prolong your stay in Diadem Castle by stopping to bicker with Lucas about justifications. Your only desire is to regroup with the rest of your party and leave. Hi, Sybil. I'll have to practice that for the full release. Is already skeptical of your prolonged visit, and the longer you linger within the castle walls, the more likely it is that she will. I hope the full game comes with like a pronunciation guide under the characters' names. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. Some of the fun is mispronunciations.
That's
I don't know.
that's true.
Leaving so soon.
Feel justified in confronting you. You've rounded a corner, only to find the High Sybil awaiting. She stands square in the middle of the corridor with a cigarette in hand, the corners of her mouth upturned in cat-like satisfaction. Standing beside her is D'Angelo. His face twists with uncertainty. Oh my god, did he fucking snitch on us?
No, Daddy, no.
Damn, I can't believe he'd do this. Lucas, with all the grace of a dog caught with his master's dinner in his jaw, begins to fabricate some sort of deflection, but it comes too late.
We were just... Don't bother, darling. I know what you've been up to.
Sorry, guys. We really can't risk the convoy standing with King Regent here, so I tattled. It's for the best. God damn it. Why do you suck so bad?
No, he doesn't suck. He's just, why do you have to be such a cop?
I know,
fuck.
this sucks.
Lucas sighs a long and miserable sigh of exasperation, and then he is over. Just as I suspected, the whole excursion was for nothing, as many efforts often are. My poor brother will just have to suffer then. How tragic. Now, I am not an unreasonable woman. I know as well as anyone that my Oscar yearns for his freedom. I could be convinced to, look the other way were Duke Barger to give me good reason to.
Wait, what? Your brother isn't
Yeah,
the only
fuck
one taken
you.
back by High Sybil's offer, whilst you ponder whether to give your whether your ears are deceiving you. Lucas's eyebrows, Lucas elbows you gently in the rib and mutters,
Don't just stand there. She's giving you a chance to explain yourself. Oh, that's you.
oh, yes, but what do I...
No cheating. I asked the Duke. Helping Oscar with his decision, was it not?
Major decision, well, it's... Oh, okay, it's gonna be a major decision behind this. It's like major decision, there's one option. It was. A caged bird convincing High Sybil to consider Oscar's freedom. Oh boy. Oh, this is where we're getting some... Okay,
whoa.
okay, alright.
Wait, can we take a second to look at this art real quick?
Yeah, actually, that looks dope.
That
Look at him in
does
the
look
background.
dope.
He knows that he's a lame bitch made motherfucker.
No, he's not bitch made. No, he's my. Don't talk about my man that way.
Anya, listen, Anya, snitches just get stitches. Fucking
Look,
transcends love.
I'm a stick by him. I'm a stick by him.
Listen, I'm just saying, the social standing, Oscar was firmly at the bottom. my proxy will remember that up in the corner. Proxy disliked that.
No.
You have no idea why the High Sibyl offers such a mercy, whether she does so out of care for her ward's happiness or perhaps out of sheer boredom is irrelevant. You will not waste the opportunity summoning what verve that remains from your ears in Verma's debate club. You gird yourself for the coming argument. Yes, it was my choice to aid the prince.
As I thought.
She takes a drag from her cigarette, eyeing you with a keen interest.
Go on then. You must have a reason for going against king and country, but I am simply not seeing it. My eyes must be failing me.
Every time she takes a drag from her cigarette, she's just like, God damn it, I hate this so much. My eyes must be failing me, she says, as if she were so old as to be decrepit. She couldn't be. She simply does not look it. But then again, what age does she look? The more you study the High Sibyl's features, the less confident you become in your ability to judge. So maybe giving her young voice was actually a good idea, because
Okay.
she'd black don't crack in this universe as well.
I guess.
And the more eerie she appears, priest's skin clings too taut on a body that does not move as if it were old. Subtle lines frame eyes that appear new, and neither feature feels as if it should belong to a woman over 60. The trappings of edge features so youthful they border on uncanny. All at once, she becomes... No, I said the word. No edge. All at once, she becomes unpleasant to behold. You look away, damn. She's like... Sorry?
She's mogging.
Yeah. I found out that apparently Kamala Harris is 60 years old today, and I'm like, that's fucking impossible.
Yeah, well, okay. Did you see that one image of like? I saw this one image of her sister, and her sister's like also a bit older, but she looks like so fucking young. It's insane.
Yeah, damn. Listen, I'm just saying that regardless of what happens, she needs to drop the skincare routine.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. His imprisonment is ridiculous, his confinement is inhumane, freeing him is the right thing to do. Okay, what do you think?
Okay, we have to appeal to her morals. I mean, I feel like she's like kind of... Okay, so she's like the grandma who's like kind of allows you to like let shit slide. She's like the grandma that like slides you the like $20 and is like, don't tell your parents.
Yeah, and she's also like... So we also have to think about her strange morality where you're allowed to do things that are morally wrong as long as you feel bad about it. I think ridiculous wouldn't be the right way. I think inhumane might...
Confinement. But like, but it's kind of like, I mean, earlier, like, I think that one's the best, because when she was talking to the king, she was kind of like, yeah, you must think that this is kind of confining him's ridiculous. It might not be the right thing to do, but it definitely is inhumane in her eyes, maybe.
Was that the wording she used? Like, did she tell the king that it was ridiculous?
No, no, I don't know. I might have to go back. I don't think
Okay.
she said ridiculous specifically, but
Okay.
I think his inhumane is probably the best.
Alright, let's go for it. Let's see, our approval. Fuck. Because his confinement is inhumane.
Inhumane. The boy lives in a castle. Oh, we forgot he's rich. You know
Yeah.
what? We kind of forgot he was like a rich motherfucker
Yeah,
for a
okay,
second.
but listen, all those rich people during COVID were having like meltdowns in their 3,000 square meter mansions.
I can hardly imagine. Wait, oh, it's your turn next.
It doesn't matter how luxurious the stall, a penned hare will eventually go mad. It needs land to run, not hunt. To be a hare.
I can hardly imagine Oscar waiting for land. Why, the grounds of Diadem Castle must be bigger than most of your cities up north.
Men often misjudge the needs of the animals they keep. Our perception is tainted by the self-centeredness of our species. Bared teeth and tight lips is a friendly gesture in our kind, a smile. But to a dog it might mean fear, stress, or aggression. When we assume human cues are universal, we cause needless pain to our companions and endanger ourselves. Damn, kind of spitting though.
Yeah, bro's kind of spitting. So you're saying that I should ignore my eyes and ears to trust a strange duke as my Oscar's interpreter?
I mean, he literally told me to my face, so yes.
Yeah, talk to your grandson, chick.
Yeah, like what the fuck? No, I am saying he readily displays signs of suffering. You simply overlook them.
She scoffs. My eyesight must be failing me. You'll have to point out these signs of suffering. Oh shit, I guess we have to commit with our fucking decision.
Shit. Oh god,
He describes himself, he asked me for help. Is that not enough of his desperation?
I
Wait,
feel-
are they both?
they're both empathy, which is bad for us.
I mean, he asked me for help.
She seems to be okay. She seems to be more logos than pathos. She prefers like logic and reason to like emotion. So I feel like the caged bird thing might not work, because like we just said it was inhumane, and she was like, "It's a castle. You should stop bitching."
Yeah, I guess the second one works best, if we even pass the check.
We'll see. We've passed empathy checks before. It didn't tell me, but my approval. Oh wait, no. You rolled 18 empathy. Fuck yeah.
Our approval waiting what up? Yeah.
It worked. We're back to... actually, we're a little above 50-50. He asked me for help. Is that not proof enough of his desperation?
A fair point. I can't imagine you of all men would be Oscar's first choice as co-conspirator. And just what is that supposed to mean? It means the right hand is most known for his failures and transgressions. No offense intended, Your Grace.
None taken.
Well, you should take offense. She insulted your good name. Yeah. I only acknowledge the reality of what others think of his good name. I've put forth to no personal judgments. Regardless of feelings, we've established that Oscar's placing trust in his grace indicates something amiss. Have you any other proof of his suffering?
No, I mean, it's our only option. Hopefully that doesn't hurt the approval. I didn't have any other fucking choice. Maybe there would have been in the room if Kaitos didn't stop us. They would trust the word of a duke. The High Sibyl stops to consider your threat. She makes quite the show of hemming and hawing, stroking her chin as she gazes at the ceiling. I actually almost said places.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
Your Grace, you're right. The people would trust a duke's word.
I mean, maybe, but...
Unfortunately, your brother has already demonstrated his disinterest in meddling in royal affairs.
Hmm? Aha! That is a twist. Or what a twist. I was referring to myself.
Oh dear, darling, I'm afraid you overestimate the level of trust your name evokes. The plight of the scorned and second son is never ending.
I feel like this is going pretty badly.
Yeah, we're kind of getting our ass hit. If only D'Angelo didn't rat us out.
Okay, listen, we're only at less than 50%. Just a little less than 50%. I don't know what the threshold is. I really like this system, though. I also the stress of not knowing what threshold is like you succeeding this. The High Sibyl. Oh, sorry.
Also gonna say her cleavage low-key goes insane in that like picture.
Yeah, it kind of does. The High Sibyl pauses to digest your arguments thus far. As she mulls it over, the cigarette holder in her mouth rolls from one corner to the other. It's unpleasant to observe. Her expression, the light and pleasant as always, offers you no insight into her thought process. Lucas, meanwhile, looks nervous, though he always does.
To be frank, I'm not especially interested,
Er,
but the well of my patience runs even deeper than my well of forgiveness, and I've time to spare, so I'll give you another chance. Who knows, perhaps you'll even change my mind.
hmm.
But let's pretend for the sake of the argument you've convinced me that Oscar's situation is unethical. Even if I were convinced, there are other matters of concern surrounding Oscar's freedom. Perhaps you'll have better answer to those questions. You see, even if I were to agree with you that the circumstances of Oscar's confinement are unjust, his safety is still a pressing concern. Were I to turn a blind eye and let him gallivant about on his own, that would mean allowing him to roam the city unguarded. Seeing as the mastermind behind the assassination is still at large, I would be putting him in grave danger. You see my problem, don't you?
Okay, he's a prince. Is he ever truly safe? I've gotten the impression. I think that one's a very bad choice. I've gotten the impression that he escapes quite often. He must be skilled at remaining hidden to have never been spotted. This one is like a roll one, so it's a risk, but I feel like this is going to be the strongest. Lucas is allowed to roam free. Why so precious about Oscar's safety and not his?
I mean, but then is Lucas really roaming free though? Because aren't we hanging out with him all the time?
I mean, we are, but like outside the castle. Like, if the only thing that Oscar needed when he was outside the castle was an escort, that would probably be no problem.
Yeah. All right, let's do the roll then.
Let's do the roll. Oh, success! You rolled 10 empathy. Oh, that's a fucking huge boost.
Real. Oh, holy shit! D'Angelo's face changes.
No, it was like that before.
No, he was looking the other way and he wasn't showing teeth.
Okay. This entire thing is absurd. You want to say that Oscar is treated as so precious and frail, while his brother is treated with as an afterthought. But you know such a statement is emotionally charged. Were you to mishandle it, it would cause more harm than good. Both to your argument and to Lucas. So you pick over your words carefully, doing your best to resculpt your point in the least inflammatory form you can muster. I think it unfair that Lucas is allowed to roam free and Prince Oscar is not.
Lucas is the prince of the convoy. It's not as if he is roaming around without protection. He has the guard and he has his right hand.
You misunderstand. It's been like this since Verma.
Control. He hasn't anything to add. He does not even ask that you drop the matter. He whines only to make his discomfort known.
It seems to be given that Lucas can manage himself, yet his older brother is treated as if he cannot. Many of Prince Oscar's predecessors were crowned well before his age. Why treat him as a child? It is not is this not demoralizing for both of them?
Of course it is. I'm afraid underlining this disparity does not make my Oscar any safer out on his own. I'm not sure in the midst of an ongoing plot against the crown is the most practical time to make up for preferential treatment.
No kidding. Okay, so saying maybe not, I feel like would be extra unconvincing for her, but also you make excuses for your complacency. The complacency is very emotionally charged, and I don't feel like she'd like either of these.
I mean, maybe she likes being challenged. I mean, I don't know. She seems like a woman who's like kind of trying to ego check you. So maybe ego checking your back is kind of like
that's
what
true.
she wants.
I mean, that is literally what she's doing. This woman is very manipulative, and I'm living for it.
Also, could you imagine if like after this we won and then D'Angelo like went to the king anyway?
Oh my god, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't be that. He's not that much of a snitch. Yeah, okay, good decision. Oh damn, we're getting huge. We're at like 70, like almost 75% here. You are a politician. Your wards are of royal blood. There will never be a good time. You make excuses for your own complacency.
Control.
Lucas?
Stop. You don't know what you're talking about.
For a moment, you're rendered speechless. Are you not defending him as you always have? Torsense is a native quality of Lucas's voice. Terseness is a native quality of Lucas's voice, but here there is a cold edge uncharacteristic of his hot temper. Perhaps you indeed haven't the full picture. I was out of line. My apologies.
No, he's right. Lucas, I apologize for the life that you have suffered. Know that I love you.
Never want to miss an opportunity to heighten another's embarrassment. D'Angelo Coos. Aw, how sweet.
Aw, he's a cutie. He bristles at the declaration of affection. D'Angelo's teasing does not make matters easier. Just go back to your debate. Alright, but I do love you.
Damn. Alright, we're looking good here. Hi Sybil Sadadaltair. Sadadaltair, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Or Sadaltair. I'll figure it out. Glazes. Fucking, I can't read the word gazes. I can't read the word gazes anymore, and it's your fault. You did this to me. Oh my god. The high Sybil. Okay, I'm just gonna say the high Sybil. The high Sybil gazes past you as she contemplates all you've said thus far. She raises her cigarette to her mouth once more and draws a breath, her expression pleasant and thoughtful. The plume of acrid smoke that leaves her lips is much less pleasant, as is her consensus on your argument.
We are kind of low-key glazing her, though, to be honest.
Kinda.
I'm bored, Duke Barger.
Pardon?
You are boring me. You gave it a fair try. Alas, I remain unconvinced.
Fuck
Lucas?
you.
Yes, Gam Gam. Expect a... I need to move my mouse out of the stream thing so I can see this. Okay.
Oh.
Expect a letter from me in the near future. I have some troubling questions on my mind and I crave answers. Alright. And Captain Barger, I appreciate your sportsmanship and apologize for any trouble I've caused you.
Our approval is so high. What the fuck is she even talking about? Come the fuck on.
We didn't get it full. We didn't get it full.
You had to max it out?
I guess.
We fucked up on the first. Okay, literally, we only fucked up on the first one. Would that have gotten it all the way up? Do we have to do it perfect?
I guess we do.
Damn. Right. The high Sybil dips her head and utters an antiquated farewell. She is leaving. Hold on, I'm not done.
No, darling, you are. Whatever you have left to say, I can't imagine it would change my mind. Life is precious. It would be cruel to waste any more of your valuable time. Why, I wouldn't be able to live with the guilt. She repeats her parting words slowly, as if to clarify, as if clarity were the issue at hand.
Without bothering to endure your response, the high Sybil excuses herself and begins her leisurely walk down the hall. You know that she takes with her any chance of Oscar's freedom, but you know the cause has been lost. There's nothing you can say now to change that. Once she is gone, D'Angelo lets out a whistle. Wow, man, you really blew it. You fucking got us into this situation, you fucking dog cunt. I hate you.
No, don't say that to him. Don't be mean.
I'm being mean.
Don't hate him. He's not a dog cunt.
Such an asshole right now. I'm so mad at him.
Look, he just made an oopsie. Oh, we failed.
Failure. Your argument was dismissed by the high Sybil. Our approval was so high. Oh yeah, it did change. Click here to continue. Damn,
we fucked up.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to load. Press updating. That was embarrassing. Sorry to do it to you, Quinn. I had to, someone's gotta look out for this convoy. Especially if if the prince in the right hand won't.
What? I deserve that. We gotta.
Start Starion, no, the Tanuki man, he's right here. He snitched on us to the church. Also, Proxy. Hello, Starion. So wonderful for you to reach us tonight. Yeah, unfortunately, the hot Tanuki daddy is, he snitched on us, and he fucked up our entire plan, and I fumbled convincing the church, or the church lady not to.
It's okay.
It's not okay. You know, I know.
No. It's okay. Men are allowed to make mistakes. It's okay. It's okay. It's
Listen.
okay. Look. Men can make mistakes if they have a fat ass. I think that's kind of allowed.
Men ain't shit IRL or in game. I feel you on that. You know what? No, I don't accept his apology. Actually, fuck you. Fuck you.
Apology,
I'm not. No.
Yep. No.
You are not sorry, or you wouldn't have done it. You are just trying to undermine me. This is not the response to Angelo expected. Clearly, for his hands go up in response. He takes a few steps back, glancing about as if a convenient exit will suddenly appear and save you from your anger. Coward. He is a coward. This man is bitch made. I hate him.
No, he's not bitch made.
We are doing this. How am I supposed to act as right hand if my own brother won't let me do the job appointed of me? Architect man, the High Civil gave you a chance. I didn't make you fuck it up. I'm going to fight him.
Barger.
What? You agree with me? I was hoping that time wandering the castle would allow you to convince him out of this. Now I gotta be the bad guy.
Don't assume because I didn't want to help Oscar that we have any values in common, Barger.
Your voices have grown so loud that you're vaguely aware of the castle guard peeking his head around the corner. His eyes widen with concern as he reaches the sight of the convoy prince. Amongst the heated row of the three of you, it is somehow Lucas who is able to take a deep breath and let the tension ebb from his body. Oh, the music fading out there was perfect.
Yes. Quintrell, we are going. I trust that you can gather the rest, Lieutenant General.
You do not want to go. You are far from done with your brother. What right has he to furrow his brow at you like that? But Lucas has seized control of your overcoat by the shoulder and is marching you from the hall. And all you can do is work not to trip over your boots as you go. Once a sufficient way away from D'Angelo, the man deflates, his arms hang energy spent and corpse-like at his side. You should feel bad. You should feel bad. You should feel bad about this for a long time.
No.
Take your leave from Diadem Castle. Some days later, Lucas interrupts your nightly sulking with a letter. We're not getting paid either for that now.
It's okay. Look. Well, maybe we could have salvaged it with D'Angelo, but then you had to go make him upset too.
No, we couldn't have. The woman that could fix it was gone. By the time that we got to that decision, there's literally no longer gay or Tanuki. In fact, I'm straight now. Damn.
Listen, you did have to get mad at D'Angelo though. He did what he thought was right.
Yeah, you know who else thought he was. You know who else thought they were doing the right thing?
What gonna say? Oh my god, I feel like that's gonna be so bad. A lot of people.
I'm trying to think. Griffith.
I don't even get that reference.
You will get it. You're gonna get it soon. If this is over in time for us to watch Berserk. Some days later, Lucas interrupts your nightly sulking with a letter. The shimmering gold seal on the envelope makes your stomach clench. You'd been dreading its arrival. He hands it to you without a word. You act... Oh. Sorry, that's you.
You act like it contains a wild wolf. Just open it.
It takes a moment to gather enough bravery, but it must be done. You take a stealing breath as you rip the seal open. With shaking hands, you unfold the rose-scented paper within. Duke Barger, that which is so, which I so hoped would not happen has happened. I fear I will be unable to join you for the rendezvous we previously planned. Please accept my sincerest of apologies. I heard tell of the altercation that followed your, discussion with the High Sibyl. I'm most disappointed to hear of such conduct happening in my family's hallowed halls. We may not always know why the people we love do the things they do, but please trust that I am most aware of that. But we must trust it is in our best interest sometimes, if not for us, then for the unity of our kingdom, or a convoy. So he knows. A hot wave of embarrassment washes over your face, and you're glad of your dark fur to hide such a thing. In fact, I know a great deal of what happened. A little gray pigeon was kind enough to inform me. I guess I should be reading this in Oscar's voice now that I know that it's from him. In fact, I know a great deal of what happened. A little gray pigeon was kind enough to inform me. He was under the impression I'd be cross with you. It's unconscionable to imagine, especially after all the trouble you've gone through for me. So I'll clarify. I am not angry with you, Barker, nor the High Sibyl. I was the one who got the convoy into this particular mess, and for that I apologize too. Thank you very much for your efforts. So I'll clarify. Oh wait, I actually went back to the same paragraph. It isn't much, but I've attached to the message to the messenger bird a little coin purse, which should at least allow you and your convoy fellows a round of good ale. I hope we will be able to meet again during the season. Perhaps then I'll be able to make good on my offer to buy you a drink in earnest. Your obedient servant, Prince Oscar Endemir. Plus 25 guilder. Damn, I wanted a big bag.
Well?
You take your time following the letter and returning it to its envelope. Are you the little gray pigeon?
Pardon?
Never mind, just Oscar isn't cross. It's all fine. Speaking the words aloud removes something of the fog that's engulfed your thoughts the past few nights. He even gave us some gilder.
At this point, I'd consider that a massive victory.
The 5 gilder that we spent, because it said we have 145 now. Oh wait, so it said plus 25, so we did give that guy the 5 gilder.
5.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, whatever. I doubt that'll matter. There's gonna be a thing that's just like pay 150 gilder to save to save Kaitos's life. There's a man holding a knife to his throat. All right. Quest failed in a mansion grant. Damn, we fucked it. You've reached the end of the demo. All right. Here, I'll just read this out. You may go back and explore the party camp screen or look at the codex entries, but you've reached the end of all available quests. We hope you enjoyed your brief time in Vestir. In a Mansion Grand is only one of the major quests in the first chapter. We encourage a replay or two of the demo. I definitely will. I really want to know what happens if I don't fuck up. There are 3 different endings depending on your actions. Outcomes for certain quests, such as this one, will have consequences further down the line. Forever Gold Chapter 1 of 8 planned total will be released in the coming future. If you wish to keep up with development, you can do so by following our socials or checking in on our website periodically. And if you really liked it, you can buy us a coffee through Ko-fi. No, Cherry, we very explicitly did not win. You have greatly misread the situation.
No. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, look. Okay. When we actually play this
Yippee.
for real, the non-demo, we need to do everything we can to get on D'Angelo's side. And if that means being a snitch, then I'll do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna snitch to the. Listen. I am angry at D'Angelo, and I don't like the church, so there's very little to go for. Also, yeah, no, definitely. If you enjoyed this, consider sending a few bucks the way of the devs. They could definitely use it. Because this is very ambitious for a team of 2 people. I'm very, very impressed. Okay. In addition, feedback is greatly appreciated as we continue to tune our writing and gameplay systems. There's no blueprint for the format Forever Gold occupies, being a multimedia, half-game, half-interactive fiction thing. We strive to make Forever Gold an enjoyable experience and an enjoyable and approachable experience. If you have a few minutes, you can fill out a form below. Feel free to provide as much or as little as you want. We'd love to hear what's working and what isn't working. Thank you for completing the demo. We hope to see you all back in the official release. Dan and LS. I will fill that out off stream.
Oh my
But
God.
I have very few notes. I really, really love this. I'm very excited for more.
Yeah, I'm super excited for more too. I want more D'Angelo content.
Yes.
I love
The negative emotions that I expressed are entirely because the writing was so excellent.
Yeah. I'm so excited for more. I was like, well, this is multiple quests in the first chapter. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. So it's not even like the main thing we're doing. Well, I mean, it probably is like the main thing we're doing, but then we can do other things. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm super excited too. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's watching, but I'll make Terry finish his playthrough and hopefully he wins.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm gonna go back through it. I want to see the 3 endings, and I need to go back through with the ladies.
I wouldn't even know what the. I feel like I wouldn't know what the last ending would be. Like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, no,
You can
it
pass or
makes
fail.
sense because no, there's the pass the fail, and then there's the if you report like straight away probably.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, no, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Because I was thinking like, what's the third ending? And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you probably if you report straight away, then that's probably the ending.
Yeah.
And then you probably get D'Angelo to like you, and
Okay.
I'll probably do that on my own playthrough because
Yeah.
I want him to love me.
I'm silly that it's silly that I didn't think of that because I was thinking like her showing up and you having to like debate with her is like that's a really clever way of like kind of taking those 2 options and kind of converging them into one for like the sake of like the story that's being told. But I suppose yeah, there is. I'm really curious to see like how many like branching paths there's gonna be for the story, because like I mean you can mix and match those characters in so many different ways and they still like talk to each other, and like that is a lot of factors to consider.
No, yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say that like me and Terry on our playthrough, we did like D'Angelo and Vicky, and it was like a lot different than like Kaitos. And we haven't even
Yeah.
played. We only like did one route, which I think was like the High Sybil's room first. So we haven't even seen all the interactions with like D'Angelo and Vicky, but like they had like a cool chemistry because they were being perverts about like paintings and stuff. And it was kind of silly.
Yeah, I love Vicky. Honestly, like she's probably one of my favorites. Hopefully, if I take her, there isn't something revealed about her that makes me not like her the same way that happened with D'Angelo.
No, it's look, I honestly really like games that like do this. I think another game that does this is like the like Seiken Densetsu or like the Trials of Mana game, like the third one, because like in that one you can kind of like choose which protagonist. Like I think you like play as like 2 or 3 characters, I forgot.
Yeah.
But like you get to choose like a set of protagonists, and the story's completely different depending on like who you choose and like in what order. And I like
Yeah.
I don't know, I love games that like do that like replayability wise, where it's kind
Yeah.
of like you get to choose characters and it actually like affects your decisions, and it's a small cast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played any of those Mana games. The new one, the like kind of open world action one, looks kind of neat though. I might check that out.
I recommend the third one. The third one's
one?
pretty cool. I don't remember because I don't think I finished it, but it was pretty cool.
What's the name of it? Because like they all have like, it seems like one of those series. It's kind of confusing because it's like something of mana.
I
But
think I know it as Seiken Densetsu 3 because I remember that was like one of the first games I ever emulated. But I think
Yeah.
it's Trials of Mana. It got a Switch release
yeah,
because I remember
Okay.
I think I have it on
Yeah.
the Switch.
that's one of those ones. It's like it's like not just like a number or like a subtitle. The Tales of games are also it's hard to find the order of them because of that as well. I mean, I guess you just Google a list.
Yeah, but like, yeah, no, I love all these characters. I think every single one of these characters
No.
is really cool, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm really excited to look forward to like if we get more party members than like just these 6. I feel like at some point you could get Oscar maybe. I feel like that
Yeah.
would be cool.
Well,
I feel like it would all.
if you succeed at getting them out, maybe in Chapter 2 you can add them to the party. I think it'd be really interesting to bring Oscar and Lucas as your 2 party members.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I also think it would be kind of cool if you got to have like the fucking terrorist dude in your party. I forgot his name. The like one with like the rabbit mask of like the Brothers of the Bare Hand. I think
Yeah.
that would be kind of sick if you got to like have him in your party. If like at some point down the line you got to like be with that group. I forgot what character that was.
The one.
Oh, Lazarus. Yeah, that would be really cool if you got to be in your party at some point.
Yeah. Though I mean, this character strikes me as more villainous.
I don't know. I mean, he's just kind of a freedom fighter. I don't know. I don't really see him as villainous. I think he's just kind of like that guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's any more villainous than any of these other assholes. I
That-
think all
that
these
is
other
true.
assholes are
It
kinda...
is dark fantasy, so I presume that literally every single option is going to be morally gray to some extent.
I feel like the least morally gray character is like honestly Kaitos. I guess he kind of doesn't really do shit. He's just
Yeah.
there.
Kaitos is kind of just apathetic to everything. I'm gonna say.
I feel like Vicky's done war crimes. I feel like Amani has like perhaps done things, and then like D'Angelo is apparently bitch made. I think he's boyfriend material.
Yeah, I think like Kaitos doesn't seem like he'd be capable of such violence.
But
Oh, that's
I
why
don't know.
he's our numbers guy, even though he's bad at it.
no, he seemed good at it. He just had his own way of doing it.
Yeah. He's a different sort of economist.
Well, I guess this is the end for now. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
Hopefully they come out with more content soon, and then we'll stream it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a lot of writing, so you know,
It
gotta take your time, but I will eagerly anticipate more.
Oh yeah, I will too.
Let's see, who can I raid? Let's see if we can raid Lilith Mode, who is playing Elden Ring, which is also dark fantasy, so it's in keeping with the theme. Alright. Yep, alright.
Bye-bye.
About to send them all off, yep. Good night, everybody. I won't be streaming again until probably next week. I'll be back with Jetty for more, or not more, we'll be starting Halo 3 ODST. But until then, good night, everybody. Wah, 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 wah.
Bye.